Guys, we are a few days after the Squad Up Summit, and today I haven't done this in a while, but today is another day in the vlog, and today is Sunday, and I usually try my best not to work on Sundays just because it's the Lord's Day. But you know what? I haven't worked in the last 5-6 days. I was out of town, so I have to catch up on some work. I have to go check up on some of my projects. So what I got today is I'm going to church. I get to go to church. I'm so grateful. Worship will be phenomenal. And after church, I am going to go to the 2 projects that we have, no, 3 projects potentially if I have time, and just check up on the progress, because we are kind of running behind on the projects. Like, very seldom are we ahead of projects, but 70% of the time we are on time. And then there's a few times where we're like behind just because my partner was in San Diego going to the Midterm Rental Summit with Jesse Vasquez, and then I was out of town in Orlando for the Squad Up Summit for the last 6 days. So we are kind of on a time crunch, and I have to go check up on all these projects to make sure they're all at least we're getting back on the track. So that's what we got today. We bought a 3 unit. We should be furnishing them because what we have going on is we should be bringing this furniture that we already have from our storage, and we should be furnishing them. All 3 units should be done in the next 2-3 days, just because we have the furniture already. All we got to do is just set them up. And then I still have that duplex in Mesa. We've been going through such major renovation on those 2 projects, and those have been holding it up. So I think these are the last 3 houses that we have vacant, or the 4 houses that we have vacant, and then we're buying 1 more house on seller finance. And then I think that's it, and I think we're going into a stabilization mode, just because the thing is, you don't want to buy too many houses all at once and have to stabilize 7 different assets at the same time. You want to buy one and space them out, give each project like 3 weeks apart, and then because also you have to raise some money for them, and you also want to make sure you're not holding up a house and not working on them for months at a time, because holding costs can get really expensive, right? I think right now, just on the vacant houses we have, we're spending like $15,000 a month just on the holding costs, and those do definitely add up. So that's something that most people don't really factor into the equation. But right now, I am on my way to church, and we're going to after church, I will probably get something to eat and check up on all these projects. So I'll see you guys later. All right, just finished church, and we are at house number 1. So for the agenda for today, we have 3 houses that we're going to. One is right here, the triplex, and then another one is in downtown, and then another one is in Mesa. So it's a lot of moving pieces when you own all this real estate. It's a lot of work. Let's see how. Oh, hold on. Oops. This is not the unit that has the furnitures. Oops. Got a little confused. This is the wrong unit. There's 3 units here, and of the 3 units, there's 1 unit that there's furniture inside of. So this is not it. I should just pick through the window first before I even went in there, but okay. There's a couple stuff in here. Let's see what else is on the 3rd unit. And by the way, on this little block of concrete right here, we're gonna be building our 4th unit. So that'll be interesting. Let's see this. There's nothing in here. I don't know what they're saying. Okay. Looks like this is all we have. So what we have is we have a storage that we use for storing all of our furniture that we buy, because we buy them in bulk, right? We will buy we will buy 10 linens all at once. We will buy all these bed sheets. We buy all these things. That's not going to take up so much space. Like, we're not going to buy 10 different beds, and that's going to take up an entire storage. But things like tables, things like I don't know, these paintings, these drawings, these little TV stuff, TV hanger, whatever that thing is. Little cushions here and there. Like, we'll buy these at bulk at a discount, because it makes sense to do it financially, and then we can also, it doesn't take up too much of our storage. So it looks like we got a little bit of stuff coming in, but we have 3 different units, so it's gonna cost us a lot of money to furnish this. We're estimating probably, I mean, these are like 600 square feet one bedroom, one bath. So we're estimating probably around $5,000 to $6,000 per unit, and so $15,000 to $20,000 roughly, just to get these up and running. And other than that, we should be ready to rock and roll. So it's not much eventful here. I haven't talked to my partner in a bit. I thought all of these were furnished, so a bit of a communication issue here. But let's put the keys back in the lockbox, lock everything up, and we're out. And we're out to the house number 2. Okay, lock up the lockbox. And mind you, I don't do a lot of these property checkups, just because it's not my job. But when things are not going in the at the time that it's supposed to get done, that's when I get involved, just to make sure my team is on it. But also, I haven't checked out any of my projects out, and it's just a fun thing to do when you're out in the that's the best part about doing deals in your own backyard, is you can go check out properties anytime, anywhere, if you do it in your own backyard. And this triplex is only like 20 minutes away from my apartment, and then the next house I'm going to is also 20 minutes away from my apartment, and then the Mesa house is about 25 minutes away. So I can make a little loop and check up on all the projects, make some contents out of it. And also, I also learn a lot of things, just talking to the neighbors, making sure the dynamics of the neighborhood dynamics and things like that. So I'll see you at house number 2, baby. We are here at house number 2. This is 3753 East Polk Street, and it's a duplex, first duplex we ever bought. And we bought it from one of our friends who, they're now my friends, but they were the homeowners. And then because we treat them so well, they became one of our best friends. And this house is on Van Buren Street. And if you don't know Van Buren Street and you are looking to move to Phoenix, I can tell you right now, if there's one street that you do not want to move to, is Van Buren Street, because it is notorious for homeless people. Like, you walk around and homeless people. I mean, look at this. Like, there's a homeless person right there. Like, I don't know if you saw, but she was wearing this pink jacket. It is notorious for homeless people, and you just gotta be careful around here. You don't want to be walking around at night without a gun, without a knife. Like all that. It's like downtown kind of vibe. Downtown is 2 miles away, and we had to put gates around the house, around both units, so that these houses don't get broken into. It is for the safety of our tenants, and you just never know what's behind the doors, right? So I'm gonna check up on this house real quick, but it is definitely the nicest house in the block, which ideally you don't want to do that. You want to be the worst house in the best neighborhood, but right now that's not the case. But you know what? It's fine. It's still fine. So we had the tenants just move out, so we're gonna go check up on it. I don't even know what the code is. All right, we're walking into the house, and I don't really want to film outside too much, just because I don't feel comfortable doing that. Let's see, how do you unlock this? How do you unlock this thing? There we go. All right. Hello. Wow. I haven't been here in like a hot minute. Hello. All right. This is what the house looks like, guys. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, duplex, both units. Bought it for about $650,000. And washer and dryer came included. Everything. All we did was furnish the house about 8 months ago, and it looks like still looking good. This does look like a little kind of prison kind of bed. I don't know. I don't like that. But who am I to say? Let's see if there's anything in the fridge. Nothing in the fridge. That's good. Nothing in the freezer. Everything looks good. Let's check out this bedroom. All right, looks like the cleaners already came in and out of the house. Cleaned the house a little bit. Wow, look at this, guys. So, good deal overall. Payment on this house is $4,300, and I believe we had both duplexes rented out for $4,500 each. So this one was one of the best cash flowing properties we've had, and got into it for very little money. I think it was $10,000 down payment on a $600,000 house. So it was a good deal overall. And just need to check up on it because this. So here's the thing about like owning rentals in Arizona, especially like the Airbnb kind of properties. You have to be very careful because slow season can be very brutal, right? Like in Vegas and Arizona, at least I have experience in Arizona and Vegas. The summers are very brutal because it starts from like beginning of May and it ends in like middle of October. So it's like almost half the year in Arizona is slow season. But then so you have to be very careful about navigating through the slow season because everybody is transitioning from short-term rental to mid-term rentals during the slow season, and nobody really knows what they're doing. So, yeah, if you guys got rental properties in Arizona or Vegas that you're kind of losing money on on a short-term Airbnb, and you wanna sell it, shoot me a DM. I will buy them. I'll buy them. And I will pay you full price for the house. So there's nothing to see. There's nothing much to see here at this house because this house is already furnished. I think we have tenants that's moving in next week, so that's the only thing we have going on. And yeah, and then we have the reserves that we collected over the course of like the last 8 months. So this should pan out pretty well because we have money in reserve. So the holding cost is not really a problem for us. So we'll see you at house number 3, and now hopefully this is the last house because the more houses we have vacant, because the more houses we go to, that means we have more houses vacant. That means more money we're losing. So the quicker the turnaround, more money you make. So we'll see you later. All right, we are at the last house of the day. Been driving all over the place and I'm kind of getting tired, but glad this is the last house that's vacant and everything else is getting turned over relatively quick, so that's good. But this is a house we bought 2 months ago. If there's one mistake that I made was buying the house sight unseen, because when we walked in we thought it was just gonna be some renovation that we do, but it ended up being a whole rehab, and we went $20,000 to be exact. We went $21,500 over budget, and I don't want to run that mistake again. So 702 West Pepper Place took over a 3.9% interest rate or something, and then 0% seller finance for the next 28 years. Phenomenal deal. The only challenge with this deal was that we just bought it sight unseen, and the renovation was significantly higher than we thought. And looks like we got some brand new trash cans, and our handyman Omar is here working on the project, so we'll see him. I haven't talked to him in a bit, but he's full time with us just because we have so many projects going on all at the same time. So we're like, hey, just come full time with us instead of paying him by the hour and all that stuff. So let's check up on this. Let's see if Omar's here. I don't want to scare him just yet. Oh, there's a bee. Let's see what the progress is on this one. Hello? Oh my gosh. They're blasting the F out of the AC. Holy moly. Okay, we got the new stove, brand new cabinets. It's pretty good. The only thing we're working on is a second coat of paint for these two. The back unit looks pretty good. I don't know where our handyman went. He must have went and took a vacation somewhere. Hello? New toilet. Vanity's in. So is a shower. Let's see. What's up, man? You got a haircut.
Yeah.
You look slim too.
I think so a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hang on.
Is the front unit done?
It's ready for furnishing, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's ready to get furnished.
It's ready to get furnished. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna check it out. You got the back unit, right? You're gonna lock it up?
Yeah, I'll lock it up.
Okay. All right, long projects, guys. So one thing that we're debating is should we like work on the driveway, and a couple of things you have to factor in is like, okay, we can do the driveway, we can work on the driveway, we can work on the exterior landscaping, but at the end of the day, you kind of have to match the neighborhood, right? Like if you're doing like $1 million neighborhood or $800,000 neighborhood, you would definitely want to do the driveway. But in this case, this is a $350,000 house in downtown Mesa. Like none of the houses here are that good, So you just kind of have to match what the vibe is like, right? So on this one, we were thinking of should we work on the driveway, and we decided not to work on the driveway because it's not gonna bring much more value than what it already is. All right, so but also at the same time, we were working on this project for so long that we were just like, let's get this just up and running, All right. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. Wow. Here, let me show you guys. Do you guys see what it was like before? It was a piece of poop. Got the fridge. Oh my gosh. Wow. Holy moly. Where's the light on this? We gotta work on the light. Got the washer and dryer. Brand new floor. Brand new door. This door was broken at one point. We had the fans and the blinds. This door was also broken. The closet could need a little bit of work, but closets don't really add much value anyway. Check out the bedroom number 2 and 3. Bedroom number 2, very classic. Clean fan, new blinds. Okay, very nice. And then bedroom number 3. Wow, I'm very impressed with the way this turned out. Wow. All right. And then bathroom. This bathroom is actually decently nice. So I think the only thing we're waiting for is a mirror here. And then brand new toilet, brand new tub. And then I like this. I like this little touch here. And then the lights. Wow. I remember when I was first walking this house, it was so disgusting that I actually peed on the floor of this bathroom right here, because I didn't want it to touch I shouldn't even add this. This is stupid what I just said. But a selling point is this right here. Oh my gosh, this is so nicely done. If you guys want to see how the house was like when the moment we bought it, I'll put the link down in the description box below, because it was hideous. But now look how beautiful it is. Oh my gosh, this makes me want to live here. Like, this is beautiful. Wow. Guys, this is what happens, seriously, and I can't stress this enough. This is what happens when you have A+ players on your team that literally get things done. And mind you, I was doing other things. I have other businesses, and I have phenomenal partners that get all these things done for me, and I'm grateful that these get done without even my involvement, right? Yes, I was the one who found this really good deal, or found Eric who found a really good deal, but then I move on to so many different projects. I'm touching four or five different businesses all at the same time. So for me, I can't dedicate all of my time into one project because I have different things to do. But when you have partners that really know what they're doing, and they're dedicated to their craft, wow, this is beautiful. So thankful for all my partners that make it happen. And yeah, this house, we already have tenants moving in. I think in the next 2 weeks. Our payment on this house is $2,500, right? $1,700 mortgage payment, $300 a month to the seller, and then $500 a month for the private money payment. and we set aside $500 a month for any vacancies and repairs. And I think we have two tenants that will be occupying the front unit, 3-bedroom, 1 bath in the front, and then 1-bedroom, 1 bath in the back for $5,500 each, $5,500 total. So this house would bring in us $2,500, and which means it would net $2,500. So all said and done, my partner and I will take home $2,500 from this house, split that, and then yeah, that's our cash from this deal. So 0% seller finance, and then 3.9% interest rate that we took over, and right by downtown Mesa, and right here. So I want to point this out. There's this huge vacant lot right here, and then right there. And they're gonna do I think like 97 unit condo, new construction, and then probably I think that was a little bit bigger. So I think that's 121 unit condo new construction that they're gonna be building on, and right by downtown Mesa. So this is a phenomenal deal. And a couple things that I do want to highlight is, yes, this took us probably 2.5 months for us to get this house up and running, but guess what? It will make us a lot of money down the road. So it's just that little 2.5 to 3 months of that rough window that you have to get through just for this project to get through. So I'm grateful that it is where it's at. And if you guys have any other properties in Arizona, I am a buyer in Arizona. I will buy multifamily on seller finance up to 20-30 units, and in Las Vegas as well. So I'll keep you guys posted, and that is the end of the vlog. Bye guys.